Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Races at the Lake, or RATL as the locals call it. This is my 5th ever crit race, so I am still a Cat 5. Here's some stats on myself. I'm about 6'2", 168 pounds. Last time my FTP increased, according to Zwift, went up to 267. As a Cat 4-5 race, it's only 35 minutes long, so we did about 14 miles based on the average speed of the winner, so just under 24 miles an hour. So pretty nice day. It was about 50 degrees, obviously quite overcast, a steady wind of about 10 or so miles an hour, gusts up to 20. Check this out. My wife was there in full support of me, getting some sweet B-roll footage. So thank you to Bethany for that. I got bad news. I have 0 metrics on the screen, as you can see. I don't have heart rate. I don't have anything. I got a new power meter, and within a week or so, I broke it. So I'm back on the old pedals, and I didn't have any of my sensors. So I have one teammate, Tanner, right there. Spoiler, he actually wins the whole thing. Other than that, all the guys in neon, like this guy in front of me, are the Summit Freewheelers, and there are a billion of them in this cat race. So yeah, they put on the race every year, and it is a total blast. So thank you to Summit Freewheelers for putting on this event. It is super fun. So I don't know too many tactics and strategy as far as when you have one other teammate. All I remember is this. I got stuck behind several Summit Freewheeler guys last year. I got boxed in. There was a breakaway. We kind of split, and I was in the back half. So I wanted to stay in the front half as much as I possibly could. And there's a lot of, well, let me say, Cat 4-5 behavior going on, mainly Cat 5. I'll say that, and I fully admitting I am a Cat 5. I know it. Every time I looked behind myself, there wasn't anyone ever behind me. Probably because I was a little wobbly and not going too smooth, but there was times where we were all bunched up, and there were times where we were real spread out like this. So it's like, is this an attack, or are people just kind of rolling off the front? And then again, you have so many Summit Freewheeler teammates that they're kind of holding back the back half of the group. So here's a point where we're kind of bunched up, not in a great formation. There's definitely more of a front half. And then there's the back half. You see there's like 4 or 5 Summit guys, and they're holding some guys back. So great tactics on their part, great strategy. And I'm trying to find myself as far as, like, I don't want to get boxed in. I want to finish well, of course. I want to do well. But then there's this point where, is this an attack? Again, I don't know. I have a teammate, so I don't have to. I'm also kind of tired because I'm really trying to stay top 5, 10 guys. And then Tanner was up there, so I don't have to chase that one back, which is good. I didn't really have it in me anyways. This dude comes around, and like he's on Zwift, he gets into a super tuck position. Okay, it worked, so I don't have anything bad to say about that. We get in with these guys, and again, we're kind of in the front group, burn a match, and then we're all back together. It's like we're all sitting up, so there was a lot of that. And then right here, I don't know if you could even hear it, the guy shouts out, hey, like, now go, and this dude goes, which really sucks because I poop bigger than this kid, and he goes for it. And for whatever reason, I'm like a dog chasing a mailman right now, and I just have it in me where I have to be the one to bring this guy back. Why? I have no idea. That's how I feel. I'm trying to wait as much as I can, see what somebody else does. Meanwhile, again, my teammate, he's sitting on the very front right now. I don't need to be doing anything. I don't need to be doing anything other than drafting, and that's exactly what I'm not doing. So I decided to come around my teammate. I distinctly remember seeing him do this. I think he was like taunting the other guy. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. He said he's like, oh, the guy behind me didn't see my elbow flick, so I had to do something a little bit more obvious. Well, that would definitely get me. So again, I see this guy as we're coming up over the hill. He's doing the attack, and I'm like, oh, this is it. This is my chance. I'm going to go after him. So why stay in the draft, dude? Why would I do that when I can be out in the wind solo and bring the whole field up with me? And that's exactly what I do. Yeah, so going back to the whole Cat 5 behavior, well, that was me. Totally embodied that. Bring the whole field up with me, and we're closing in on this guy. So Shout out to this guy. He's a junior, real strong guy. Really fun racing with. I'm always very impressed by like the real young kids who are doing this, because I was never doing this as a kid. I always told myself I would never even race. Actually, here I am, 29 years old, and I'm loving it. I don't want to say I'm passionate about it. I wish I was a lot better, but I think it's a total blast. So I love that shot. Me and my teammate, like wheels just like 2 and 3 right there. Like that's so fun. So we catch this guy, and again, I've spent way too much time in the wind, spent way too much time on the front. I'm second wheel right behind my teammate. It was just not wise. So I'm really paying the price. Now, like an actual attack goes, I don't have to chase it, which is good. I'm reminded of this as I'm watching this footage again, because I don't have any like snap right there. I'm kind of tanked, to be honest. Going into this race, I felt really good fitness-wise, but I always kind of like question it. I'm always like comparing it to everybody else. I felt really good doing the turns and stuff, and cornering, which I was very surprised by, because this is probably my third, fourth time being outside this season. First time being with like a group of any sort. So yeah, Cat 5 behavior. That was me on this day, but I kept it up, didn't crash anybody. But again, I'm just hanging out here in the wind. If anything, I'm protecting the other guys on my right from the wind, because at this point it was a left to right crosswind. But with the shape of this course, which again I apologize we don't have. It's like a funky peanut kind of shape. So again, another like attack goes off. We got a good 8, 9, 10 guys here, and I again just don't have like the snap to punch it and to go up there with them. I suppose I don't have to, because I do have a teammate up there, but I'm not trying to be in the bottom half of the standings when it's all said and done. Like I want to finish well, and when I put an arm on the bar like that, you know I'm basically done. So this is sadly the beginning of the end for me. Oh geez, this is where it gets kind of hard to watch for me. It's like all these riders in front of me start turning into little specks on the horizon. Some guys start coming around me. He wants to close it down. He wants to jump up there, bridge across. That's great. Here it goes. I see all these guys in the neon, and speaking of B-roll footage, man, this one's also hard to watch, because all the other ones I was up there in front with the front runners, but
good
not
job,
this time.
Eric. Stay with these guys. Come
Man,
on,
you know it's
come on.
bad when I hang my head like that too.
Keep
So
it.
yeah, that's kind of how it ends for me. First 5 or 6 laps, I'm up front with everybody else, and then I caught on to him for about 1 second, and then here's the next lap. My wife got this footage. My teammate off the front, dude, look at that. He's leading everybody. Super strong guy. And then I'm not in with him. I'm off the back. And here it comes. And surprise, it's still not me. So, oh, dude, dang it. I did get dropped again. I don't think I'm yet to actually finish with the group in a crit race. So the only thing worse than that image right there is this next one right here, where the very next lap I am totally solo. So yeah, I got dropped probably 6 laps in, and then I did 1 or 2 laps with another guy, and he was already dropped, or lapped even. So I did roll across the finish line totally alone. Nothing new there. 14th out of 22. My 5th ever crit race. So guys, thank you so very much for watching. I'm doing the same race next Saturday, so I hope to see you guys out at Monroe Falls, Races at the Lake. I will catch you in the next one.